this glass half empty or is it half full? We can all decide for ourselves, obviously, but I am choosing to go with half full. What's up, Caps fans? Yes, our Washington Capitals did eventually lose Thursday night's game against the Dallas Stars, 5-4 in a shootout. But as I alluded to in the opening there, I am choosing to look at this game as a glass half full type of situation, as despite the loss, by way of the gimmicky shootout, which should be abolished totally, but that's beside the point. That's a conversation for a totally different time. But there were a number of positives in this game for the Washington Capitals, despite, like I said, losing in the shootout. Starting, obviously, with the fact that they did earn a valuable standings point, and they earned that standings point against one of the NHL's very best teams, one of the top teams in the league, the Dallas Stars. So it is a good point earned. You have to take into consideration the competition that you're facing as well. And they went toe-to-toe with the Dallas Stars all night long. They scored 4 goals, which is great. Goals have been a little bit hard to come by of late, so it is great to see the red lights turning on once again. And hopefully that will jumpstart a rush of offensive confidence here moving forward for this team. And another big positive, was that Evgeny Kuznetsov, who Spencer Carberry, very rightfully made a healthy scratch during the Caps' previous game. He came back into the lineup today and he looked a million times better, a million times more determined. It looks like Carberry's message definitely got through and was received loud and clear. And so Kuzi, like I said, he made an immediate positive impact today, scoring a big goal. But even outside of just the goal itself, he was just an all-around, much better player, a much more effective player out there for the Caps in all areas of the ice, which was something that Carberry had said that he wanted from Kuzi. So that is really, really, really great to see. So first period, Aliaksei Protas gets the Caps off on the right foot, scoring the game's first goal off of a hard forecheck by his line with Connor McMichael and Anthony Mantha, hounding the puck like dogs on a bone, winning battles, throwing the puck on net, and crashing the net hard, which is exactly what you love to see. And how great has that line been in general for the Washington Capitals? My goodness, they have been phenomenal, all 3 of them. So they get the goal here, well-deserved, to put the Caps up 1-0. Aliaksei Protas, like I said, assisted by Connor McMichael and Nick Jensen. Tyler Seguin would even things up for the Stars before the end of the period. A cross-ice pass and snipe that Charlie Lindgren really did not have much chance on at all. And so it is all tied up at 1 heading into the second period. Second period, Dylan Strome. He corrals a puck in the slot and wires it home, regaining the lead for his Washington Capitals. Assists by Tom Wilson and Trevor Van Riemsdyk, 2-1 for your Capitals. Then, just a couple of minutes later, like we just talked about, Evgeny Kuznetsov, he gets a big goal here on the breakaway, going backhand and then back to the forehand to beat the Stars netminder after having been sprung on the breakaway by a nice combination effort from Matthew Phillips and Aliaksei Protas. First, it was Protas making the great defensive play all the way back in his own end, stripping the puck off of the Stars player and sending it up to Matthew Phillips in the neutral zone. And then Matty Phillips, he makes a phenomenal play here as well, essentially absorbing a knee-on-knee hit a little bit from the Stars player there in order to kind of lunge and poke that puck forward to Kuznetsov to get him on the breakaway, and then Kuzi does the rest, right? So that is a gutsy play by Matthew Phillips there, taking the hit to make the play. You love to see it, and you also love to see it even more that he was not injured there as well. And so it is 3-1 for the Capitals. Evgeny Kuznetsov, assisted by Matthew Phillips and Aliaksei Protas. Unfortunately, the Stars, they would have the game tied up again come early in the third period, as they would get a goal from Mason Marchment before the second period ended, and then they would get a power play goal from Rope Hintz early on in the third. But wait, there's more. Dylan fucking Strome would give his Caps the lead once again. How many times has he done that this season? Last season too. He's amazing. So glad he is on this team. Dylan Strome, he scores off the rush on the power play after Charlie Lindgren made a huge shorthanded save to keep the game tied here. And then the Caps, they immediately turn the puck up ice, and it is a nice passing play between Aliaksei Protas, a nice pass to Anthony Mantha. Mantha in turn finds Strome, and Strome walks into this one, calls his own number, and lets it rip for the 4-3 Capitals lead. Another absolute snipe by Dylan Strome. That is his 10th goal on the season already. Unbelievable. Like, we got this guy for free. For free. I have said that many times on these post-game shows because it still just boggles the mind. It really does that we got this guy for free. I still cannot believe it. So Dylan Strome, like I said, another absolute snipe. His 10th goal, like I said, on the season already, assisted by Anthony Mantha and Aliaksei Protas. And then that damned Rope Hintz, he would even the score again for the Stars. And so we are all tied up at 4 goals apiece, and this game would need extra time. No scoring in overtime for either side. And so we head to a shootout where Jason Robertson, unfortunately, he scores the only goal of the shootout. And so the Caps have to settle for the 1 standings point. But as I said, babes, it was a glass half full kind of night for the Washington Capitals, for Washington Capitals fans like me, at least. Like I said, for myself, totally choosing to look at this as a glass half full kind of night, as there were lots of good things in this game for the Caps, most notably offensively, obviously, and they will look to carry forward that momentum into Saturday night's game against the Eastern Conference leading New York Rangers. All right, Caps fans, that is it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, please take a second and hit that like button down below and click on that subscribe button as well if you haven't already done so. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And until next time, babes, and as always, let's go Caps.